Good evening. My name is Edward Hardison. I am the writer and director of Rule Number 4. Welcome to the Director's Cut. The premise of this film is actually one of a series where I go over and detail my 25 rules of life and how I got there. Pretty much going to be loosely based on my life with a mix of the Office style mockumentary. So without further ado, let's jump in. We had to be careful about how we cast and how we shot this because COVID is rampant. The two actors we have are my brother-in-law and his fiance, and they really got into the role. I'm really disappointed with the sound we got on Deacon, but I didn't charge my mic, so what you hear is background recording. We used as best we could blocking in both rooms. Our home is not the largest, and the kitchen is stuck right there. I'm also not a big fan of the titles that I used to describe what was going on in the interviews. I like the captions themselves, but not necessarily the style. We rehearsed this, I mean, several times. Um, so it took her forever to get the spoon throw, and it was really difficult to get my brother-in-law, his name is AD, into character because he was trying not to wake up my two youngest children. Jaquise, the actress that plays Esme, does not have any experience in karate or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and it took us forever to get her to even say jiu-jitsu. Here we transition to the upstairs where one of our bathrooms is. It was the one I thought would be the best to shoot in. Some Foley sound there with the knocking. AD Deacon is being extremely quiet right there because the children will sleep in the very next room. And I actually had an ex tell me that men shit like crazy. So we actually had to cut part of a scene here because when we realized that we didn't have it quite the way we wanted it to be, um, both of our talents were out of town. I'm not crazy about the way the punch ins and push ins worked on his interview. I will be reshooting that whenever they get back in town to make this project look the way I wanted it to. When this is fully fleshed out and not within a 5 to 6 time parameter, these things are going to be a lot more in depth in the storytelling and writing. Because, like I said, I want to make this into an actual entire web series. Now, here, the hands you see here are actually my wife's hands, and that's her voice, because we realized that we had missed the very ending of this, and it was impossible to get the talent back in time. The voice you hear is not my brother-in-law's, it's mine. And as you see, my titles were put at the end because I really wanted the story to grab you. The first part was actually shot with my drone. I figured I want to throw that in there. That's our company logo, and thanks. I hope this was good, and I hope it was helpful.